Hello ladies, hello gents, thank you for being here today. My name is Mira Skender, and on today's video I will be talking to the men. I will be telling you the reason why your wife has shut down. If this is something that you are interested in, definitely keep on watching.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings.
So many men in our society today, they say, my wife no longer opens up to me in the bedroom. My wife, whatever thing that I do for her is not enough for her. Whatever I say to her irritates her. See, when you teach a woman that she needs to toughen up around you, when you teach a woman that she needs to be this strong person whenever she's around you, then you have totally lost that woman. You will ask me, how did I teach this woman? When her tears no longer mean anything to you, when whatever she says no longer means something to you, when she expresses her emotions and they are disregarded, when she expresses her emotions and they are trampled on and they are not taken seriously, they are taken for granted, then that is how you teach a woman that she needs to be strong around you. And when she has attained that point, that is when she shuts down. She becomes this woman that no longer opens up. She's no longer this welcoming person. She begins to back on you, because the thing that makes her a woman, you have taken away from her. The one person that she has given this thing to protect, to nurture, to guard, is the same person who has made her to suppress it. Is the same person who doesn't appreciate it. And this is a woman's emotions. When a woman feels the need to suppress those emotions, that is because there is something that you as a man is doing to her that is making her drift to that part. She expresses her emotions and they are not heard and they are not taken seriously. When she feels like, when you show her that whatever thing that she says doesn't matter, whatever thing that she does doesn't matter. When you show her that when she does something wrong, you're going to rain down on her like a tornado, you're going to rain down on her like a storm, and you will not talk to her and you will leave the house and not come back. That is how you teach this woman that she needs to build these walls. That's how you teach her how to toughen up. And a woman is all about her emotions. When you begin to teach her how to suppress those emotions, then you become invaluable in the house. If you say you are the man of the house, right? Because most men, that is what they are. You're supposed to be the man of the house, not the man in the house. When you say you're the man of the house, then you have to be responsible for the welfare of that house. When a man is having a problem at home and they leave the house for maybe hours or maybe days or maybe weeks or maybe months, you're leaving because you know that there is someone at home that is going to run that home. And if you're comfortable enough leaving that house, therefore you are not the head of that house. You cannot call you cannot call yourself the head of a house. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Because if you're the kind of person that your wife calls you, you don't pick. Your wife sits at home and you're nowhere to be found. You don't validate her. Her emotions are being suppressed. All those things make her to be tough, because you cannot teach me that I need to build this wall around me, and at the same time you expect this woman to open up like a flower to you whenever you need. This is just confusing, because a woman is not a light bulb that you can just switch on and off. She's a person, she's a human, she has feelings, she has emotions. And when those emotions are not met, when those emotions are disregarded, they are not validated, then she becomes this person that you no longer recognize. And when a woman has reached that point, she's no longer receptive. She's no longer this fun, nurturing, loving person. She could care less what you do. So for you to be able to bring back this woman to where she was before, you need to start acknowledging her. You need to start acknowledging her emotions. She's not going to right and go and start expressing them to you, because when she did express those emotions to you, they were disregarded. When she did express those emotions to you, you did not regard them. When she did express those emotions to you, you it didn't mean anything to you, like they were taken for granted. So you will be the one to teach her how to become the woman that she has to be. You will be the one to make her unlearn all those things that she has learned. And as a society, we need to begin to normalize emotions. We need to begin to normalize when people are expressing how they feel, because if someone does not tell you how they feel, it is often very difficult for you to know that this is what is going on in their mind and this is what they are thinking. And that way you can either validate what they're thinking, or you can tell them that no, this is not how I'm seeing it. And that way you guys can come to a compromise. When we begin to do these things, when we begin to let people express themselves, then we tend to avoid all these things where people tend to shut down and have all these problems in their households. I'm not saying that only women have emotions, don't get me wrong. Men also do have emotions, but this video is all about women shutting down. Because if you call yourself a king, then you have to be responsible for the emotional well-being of your queen. That is just it. A woman has a need to nurture. A woman is sweet, she's nurturing, she's loving. That is the need of a woman. Like, it is something that is inborn in them. And she has emotions. When you suppress those emotions, she shuts down. And when she shuts down, you, on the other hand, you start feeling like you're not being valued. You start feeling like you're not being catered for. You start feeling like your needs are not met. And then in turn, you shut down, or in turn, you start behaving funny. Or you leave the house and don't come back, like I mentioned. This is a vicious cycle. It becomes a vicious cycle, and it is something that a man has to take responsibility to put an end to it. And the reason why it gets to be a vicious cycle is because no one is asking themselves, how did we get there? No one is asking the partner, how did we get here? And the man needs to take responsibility for this. Because when you call yourself the head of a household, let's call you a king, right? If you call yourself a king is responsible for the emotions, for the well-being of the citizens. If you call yourself a king, you call yourself a head of a house, you have to be responsible for the emotion, for the emotional well-being, for the financial well-being, for the peace of that home. And when you do not do all those things for your family, then it becomes a problem. Because sometimes, there's a man, when he comes into his house, the kids are going left. When the man is coming right, the kids are going left. Or when the man is coming in, the woman's face, the countenance just changes. That is because you have put this woman in a box. She's not able to show that sweetness. She's not able to express herself because of what you've made her to become, of what you've taught her. So men, please, you need to let your woman be a woman. You need to let your woman express her feelings. When she expresses those feelings, you have to validate them. The part of a woman, I will make this personal. The part of your woman that you so desperately need is directly linked to her ability to be emotional. Same way as yours is directly linked to your ego. If you teach this woman to suppress those emotions, she can never become all that she was called to be for you. So our emotions are something that you have to take as a priority. Her emotions are something that you have to nurture. I'm not saying that a woman should not be aware of her own emotions, but you notice sometimes women, they tend to be more friendly with outsiders. They tend to be more friendly with the kids or friendly with their friends than they are with you. And some men go as far to complain that you pay attention to your friends or you pay attention to other people and don't pay that attention to me. That is because you taught her how to build a wall around you. And it is your responsibility as the head of a house. It is your responsibility as the head of that woman to make her whole, to make her open up to you like the flower, like the sweet smelling savour that you need. Ladies, let me know in the comment section if you've ever been in a situation or in a relationship where you express your emotions and they are not taken seriously. You express your emotions and you feel like they are not heard, and then you begin to shut down on this man and he begins to feel like the victim. Let me know in the comment sections if I am communicating your feelings, if I'm communicating your fears. Thank you for watching to this video. Please like, share, subscribe, And do not forget to hit the notification bell, that way you know when new videos have been uploaded. Go out there, guys, and make your woman the queen that she was called to be for you and only you.
I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing.